Hello, my name is Brittany Estep, and I am working on my master's degree through Averett University. I'm in the administration and supervision of ELL and special education in schools. So the importance of school and community partnerships has been made apparent through evidence-based research and a training publication provided by the National Education Association, or the NEA. They point to a new research study from the Consortium on Chicago School Research, which compared Chicago public schools that had made significant improvements with those that had little to no change or declined over the course of two different 5-year periods. Research found 5 key ingredients that make improvement efforts successful in schools. One key element is close ties with families and the community. Please excuse me. When there are close ties among teachers and members of the community, then educators become more aware of the culture within students' lives and the concerns of the community. Educators in these improving schools conduct home visits, invite parents to sit in on lessons and observe the classroom, as well as have high attendance by parents at school functions. Community interactions and involvement has as much impact on a school as strong leadership and quality teaching. That's impressive. There's 30 years worth of research-based evidence to corroborate this fact. A book, A New Wave of Evidence, The Impact of School, Family, and Community Connections on Student Achievement by Henderson and Mapp provides a comprehensive review of the research on school-community partnerships. The review concludes that the evidence is consistent, positive, and convincing. Families have a major influence on their children's achievement. When schools, families, and community groups work together to support learning, children tend to do better in school, stay longer in school, and like school more. The research gleaned 5 main ideas to this point, and that is students whose families are involved in learning earn better grades, take higher level classes, have higher graduation rates, and are more likely to enroll in post-secondary education. Children do best when parents can take on various roles in their learning, like helping them at home, participating in events and activities at school, guiding their children through their education, and taking part in key decisions about school programs. When families actively support learning, students have more positive attitudes toward school, attend more regularly, and behave better. Children from diverse backgrounds tend to do better when families and school staff collaborate to bridge the difference between home and school cultures. By including cultural elements that students see at home, making their education relevant to their life has a huge impact on student achievement. Middle and high school students whose families remain involved make better transitions to their schools, maintain the quality of their work, develop realistic plans for the future, and are less likely to drop out. Henderson and Mapp also point out that community groups are also critical partners. A key difference between high and low achieving children is how and with whom they spend their time outside of school. Community groups offer important resources for students and families, and schools can provide a critical link to those resources. Dr. Joyce Epstein, a noted educational researcher, sums up her findings in this way. Schools, families, and communities all contribute to student success, and the best results come when there are 3 working together as equal partners. The fundamental problem, according to Mapp and Kuttner in one of their articles in 2013, is that it is assumed that educational institutions and families have the collective capacity to implement and sustain effective homeschool relationships, when that's simply not the case. Families can face multiple barriers to engagement, and schools lack training and knowledge to sustain these relationships. Mapp and Kuttner provide a framework called the Dual Capacity Building Framework for Family School Partnerships that are focused on the 4 C's of building capacity, focusing on capabilities, connections, confidence building, and cognition. This is not a one-size-fits-all approach to integrating family-school relations, but it is a framework to use as a guide to develop a family-school partnership that meets and adheres to the school and community's conditions, assets, and needs. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you now understand why community engagement is so important and why those family relationships and partnerships really help our students succeed. Thank you. Sorry, can't figure out how to end it. Haha.